Chapter 4. The Bhagavatas said, a renowned yati striving for liberation should not read kavyas according to the practices of ascetics. Such a study that pleases the heart will lead to the cultivation and enjoyment of sentiments of love and passion. That is why the Vedas too appreciate the rule. How can one achieve Sri Krishna, who is unattainable by yoga and jnana too, by simply reciting the songs of the Kavya, Gita Govinda? Sri Sadguru said, singing without devotion to Sri Hari is truly despicable. Such insipid worldly songs, which induce the sentiment of love in the hearts, should not be listened to. One endowed with devotion to Sri Hari should avoid reading those kavyas which has ordinary men as their heroes and give detailed descriptions of women. He should always engage in singing joyfully those songs which praise Sri Krishna. Sri Narada, who is held in high esteem by the seers, always sings like this only. A devotee of Lord Hari should read only those kavyas that describes the divine pastimes of the Lord. Valmiki, foremost of the illustrious rishis, has done a great kavya of this kind. The tool for cultivation of loving devotion is the description of the divine attributes of Sri Govinda. Narada and other Vaishnavas sing them in order to attain only Prema Bhakti. Jayadeva was thus engaged in singing in praise of Sri Hari daily with a great devotion and was blessed with darshan of Sri Krishna. When Jayadeva played melodiously on the veena, his heart filled with devotion, his wife Padmavati would dance before him joyfully. Thus the couple led a peaceful life, oblivious of the worldly activities and Vedic restrictions, filling their hearts with Krishna Bhakti. Listening to the rendering of Gita Govinda, which fosters, Listening to the rendering of Gita Govinda, which fosters devotion to Sri Krishna, people everywhere praise the poet Jayadeva. Daily, the great poet stood in front of the sanctum of Sri Jagannatha and played sweetly on the veena, accompanied by the vocal recital. Due to his devotion, he used to shed tears of joy on those occasions. When the king heard of Jayadeva's widespread fame, he invited the poet to the royal court. The staunch devotee Jayadeva had totally surrendered himself at the lotus feet of Sri Jagannatha. Hence, he was not interested in visiting the royal court. The king, Lakshmana Sen, grew envious of the fame of the distinguished poet Jayadeva. The envious king wrote a kavya mainly promoting the sentiment of love and with great pride placed it in front of the scholars in the royal court. Even after pursuing the king's work, all praised only Jayadeva's kavya. The scholars said, O king, your poem is also good, yet it does not possess even 1/16th of the charm found in that of Jayadeva. Yours manifests all poetic features, but does not contain even an iota of devotional sentiment. Mahatma Jayadeva is a poet blessed by the Lord with extraordinary talent. He has rendered his kavya spontaneously, inspired by Krishna Bhakti. The king said, You are prejudiced. Due to your partiality towards Jayadeva, you speak thus. I have no faith in your words and do not attach any significance to them. I too am a devotee of Sri Krishna. I know the essence of prem. Only sweet essence of devotion is found in my kavya as well. If you have any doubt in this matter, let Sri Jagannatha, the omniscient, the witness of everything, judge the merit of the two kavyas. Sri Sadguru continued. The enraged king shouted these words at the scholars. He wanted to have the superiority of the two kavyas judged. Thus, he went to the temple of Sri Jagannatha immediately. He offered prayers to Lord Achyuta and placed the two manuscripts in front of the altar. He closed the doors of the sanctum sanctorum. Throughout the night, he was singing in praise of the Purushottama along with other devotees and was waiting for foregoing his sleep. In the morning, the Kavya of Jayadeva was found adorning the head of Shripati. The king saw his poem lying outside the sanctum. The king grieved very much and learned a lesson. Giving up pride and envy, he resorted to the feet of the noble poet Jayadeva with great reverence. Taking initiation from Jayadeva, the king became a pure Vaishnava. He took the poet to his court and arranged for him to stay there, attending on him with great respect. This ends chapter 4, entitled Jayadeva Charitam 2 of Book 5 of Shri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.